Why your mind feels weak and how to make it unbreakable. Your mind feels weak because it has been fed comfort, not purpose. You wake up, scroll, numb yourself with entertainment, and then wonder why your spirit trembles when life demands strength. Today, we go somewhere most men fear to look, into the narrow corridor where weakness is born and where unbreakable minds are forged. There are truths here the modern world avoids. Truths the ancient warriors guarded with blood. If you stay with me to the end, your view of yourself will fracture, and something far more or dangerous may emerge from the pieces. Silence. This is not a video. This is a mirror. Soon, you will decide who you truly are. Chapter 1. The modern weakness. You wake up exhausted, not because your body is tired, but because your soul is. You hit snooze, convincing yourself you deserve 5 more minutes. You check your phone before you even check your purpose for the day. Notifications, messages, dopamine. You tell yourself you'll start work soon. After breakfast. After one video. After you feel more motivated. Hours pass. Inside your mind, a quiet voice whispers, accusing you. You wasted another day. You betrayed yourself. You know what you should do, but you don't do it. You feel it, the shame, the softness, the weakness disguised as comfort. You fear difficult tasks, so you avoid them. You desire greatness, but you fear the suffering required to earn it. You numb pain with distraction instead of conquering it. And at night, lying in the dark, you feel the truth press on your chest. You are not who you promised yourself you would be. You remember the goals, the body you said you'd build, the business you said you'd start, the discipline you admired in others but never cultivated in yourself. Instead, you scroll, you procrastinate, you choose pleasure over purpose. Your mind isn't weak by nature, it is weak by training. Every time you run from discomfort, you teach it to break. And deep inside, you know this. That is why you feel restless. That is why you feel ashamed. Because a part of you remembers what you could have been. Silence. Now, we open the ancient door. Chapter 2. The ancient door. Hundreds of years ago in Japan, a small group of warriors trained their minds in ways that modern society would call madness. The samurai. Men who believed comfort was poison. Men who practiced death in their minds daily, so fear could never control them. Their doctrine was not about motivation. It was about identity. To them, the mind was a blade. Unused, it rusts. Sharpened through hardship, it cuts through fate itself. There is a story of a samurai named Tsukahara Bokuden. When challenged to a duel, he refused. His opponent mocked him, called him a coward. Bokuden simply smiled and said, "My sword is a sword of no sword." He won the duel without drawing his blade. His mind alone was the weapon, unshakable, immovable. This is not philosophy. This is transformation. The warriors believed a man must die to his old self to be reborn unbreakable. They followed principles passed through silence, not books. These laws are brutal, but if you endure them, your mind will no longer bend. Tonight, we walk the path. Chapter 3. The Broken Man. Meet Aaron, not a warrior, not a hero, just an ordinary man drowning in an ordinary life. Alarm at 7. Snooze until 9. Work he hates, dreams he postpones. Every day, a repeat of the last. His body soft, his confidence fading, his spirit half asleep. One evening, he stood in front of the mirror, shirt off, eyes empty. A man he no longer respected stared back. His girlfriend had left. His job was slipping. His health was failing. His ambition had decayed into excuses. He punched the sink in rage, but even the pain felt dull, like his emotions were wrapped in cotton. He wanted to scream, but nothing came out. He whispered, "I can't live like this." And for the first time, he meant it. That night, he collapsed to the floor, head in his hands, tears burning. No more distractions, no more lies. Only the raw truth of who he had become. In that moment of humiliation, he surrendered, and surrender is where the rebirth begins. Chapter 4. The first law: destroy comfort. The first law of the warrior mind is simple, brutal, non-negotiable. Seek discomfort daily. Comfort is the first enemy, the silent killer, the invisible cage. The samurai trained in cold rivers before sunrise. They slept on hard floors. They faced death in ritual meditation, so fear lost meaning. To build an unbreakable mind, they attacked comfort like a disease. Psychologically, discomfort strengthens neural pathways associated with resilience. Every voluntary hardship tells the brain, we are the kind of person who endures. Aaron's first task was small, yet terrifying to his comfort-trained mind. He woke at 5 a.m. No snooze, no negotiation. He took a cold shower until his skin stung, his breath short, his mind screaming, "Stop!" He didn't stop. Afterward, he felt something he hadn't felt in years. Pride, a spark, a whisper of power. But the mind resists change like a cornered animal. By day 3, the excuses returned. Just today, sleep here. You earned comfort. But he remembered the mirror, the tears, the humiliation. He fought back. The war with comfort had begun. Chapter 5. The second law: master the inner war. If the first law destroys comfort, the second crushes the enemy within. Silence before action. The samurai practiced mushin, the mind of no mind, a state where emotion does not rule action, where thoughts arise and fade like clouds, but the warrior remains unmoved. Aaron started a ritual. Every morning, he sat in stillness for 20 minutes. No phone, no music, just breath and the chaos inside. At first, it was torture, anxiety, restlessness. His brain begged for distraction, but day after day, he returned to silence. And in that emptiness, something shifted. He realized his thoughts were not commands, only suggestions, the cravings, the fears, the doubts. They had controlled him for years, but now he saw them clearly for what they were. Shadows, not masters. With discipline came sacrifice. He ghosted friends who wasted time. He deleted apps that weaponized his attention. He spent nights alone training while others laughed in bars. They called him obsessed, distant, changed. They were right. His eyes grew sharper, his posture stronger, his speech slower, calmer, more deliberate. When temptation whispered, he answered with silence and chose discipline instead. The mind was hardening. Chapter 6. The third law. Die before you live. The final law is the most dangerous, the most painful, and the gate to an unbreakable mind. A warrior must kill the man he used to be. Not adjust him, not improve him. Kill him. Identity is the anchor of habit. As long as you think, as the old self thinks, you will return to the old life. Aaron knew this. One night, he wrote a letter to his weaker self. Every failure, every excuse, every lie. When he finished, he burned it, watched the flame consume who he was. He cut his hair. He changed his wardrobe. He changed his environment. He stopped saying, "I'll try," and replaced it with, "I do." Friends didn't understand. Some mocked him. Others drifted away. Transformation demands loneliness. A man reborn walks alone for a season. He trained like a warrior, read like a monk, worked like a man possessed. He died to who he was and was reborn to who he demanded to become. Chapter 7. The final trial. 6 months later, the storm arrived. Aaron's company downsized. His position was removed. The old him would have broken, collapsed into self-pity, run to comfort. But the war-forged mind stood still. He felt fear. He acknowledged it. He did not obey it. Instead of panic, he sharpened his blade, his mind. He built a business from zero. He worked 18-hour days. Cold showers at dawn, silence at sunrise, focus like a razor. Doubt struck, but it found no weakness to enter. He faced exhaustion, setbacks, failure upon failure, but he did not bend. And then, the breakthrough. Clients came, income grew, strength replaced fear. Standing in the rain one night after closing a major deal, he looked up at the sky and whispered, "I am no longer fragile." He did not need applause. He needed nothing. His mind was enough. He had become unbreakable. Chapter 8. The silent aftermath. People noticed, not because he spoke louder, but because he spoke less. His presence carried weight. His silence carried authority. Some feared him. Others respected him. But few felt equal to him. The man who once hid from responsibility now walked like a blade drawn from its sheath. Focused, calm, dangerous, alone. Power isolates. Strength separates. An unbreakable mind stands apart. The world rewards comfort. Warriors choose clarity. They cannot return to who they were. They do not wish to. Now, look at yourself. Not later. Now. Where have you surrendered to comfort? Where have you betrayed your potential? Where have you chosen weakness over war? Choose one act of voluntary hardship today. A cold shower, an hour of deep work without distraction. A workout done when you don't feel like it. A task you've avoided for months. Do it without negotiation, without delay. This is where your new identity begins. If you want your mind to become unbreakable, you cannot wait for motivation. You act, you bleed, you endure, you sharpen the blade. And if you disappear after watching this, nothing will change. But if you sigh, if you return, if you commit to this path, then step deeper into this journey with us. Subscribe to the channel, not for entertainment, but as a contract with your future self, because the videos that come next will break you down and rebuild you stronger. When you subscribe, you are not pressing a button, you are stepping through the ancient door. Pause. Feel that. This is your moment of decision. Will you continue living as the old self, or will you walk the warrior's road? Subscribe now to walk it with us. And if you already have, then watch the next video. Your transformation has only begun. The weak mind dies here. The unbreakable one is born in the next step.